Have you ever been hacked? Do you realize that is one of cybersecurity threats? And how to protect your information from such threats? So, in this video, we will give you some tips to protect your information from threats.
The first step you have to do is use antivirus. Antivirus software is designed to detect, remove, and prevent malware infections on your device or network. Antivirus software is specifically designed to remove viruses, but it is also useful against spyware, adware, and other malicious software. A basic antivirus program scans files for malicious software and allows users to schedule automatic scans to remove malicious software. Next, use strong authentication. Passwords are intuitive. They are prone to a multitude of attacks and weak spots such as impersonation, guessing, observing, snooping, borrowing, and dictionary attacks. Therefore, strong authentication techniques are required to minimize the risk involving these high-value systems. Implementing two authentication factors of distinct types instead of one provides an advanced level of authentication assurance.
Alright, for the next is secure your desktops. Group Lisa allows Security Manager to set configuration details for the operating system and its components, for example, Internet Explorer, Windows Media Player, and so on, and other apps. For example, you can change the setting for its Internet Explorer security zone and for your organization's use of content filtering internet proxy, or disallow the use of unsigned third-party macros in Microsoft Office apps. And for the next is plug information leaks. Sensitive information can flow out of your organization via email, printed copy, instant messaging, or by people who only talk about things they should keep to themselves. Technology can help, starting with the intrusion detection system or IDS. Scan your business plan for unique phrases that you won't find anywhere else and configure your IDS to alert you whenever it sees this telltale snippet on the network.
The next step is refocus perimeter tools and strategies. By applying your perimeter tools to the inside of your network, you can greatly improve your security posture. One of them is with a firewall. Firewall is a system that is designed to prevent unauthorized access from entering a private network by filtering the information that is coming from the internet. A firewall is important for a large organization that has a lot of computers and servers in them, because you don't want all those devices accessible to everyone on the internet. The last step is monitoring for misuse. Your security requires direct employee monitoring from video cameras to keystroke logging, such as identity and access management enables the right individuals to access resources at right times. Web content filters are useful tools since they can be set to block photography, competitors' websites, and hacker tools, all of which figure prominently in common insider security threats.
Why we should know about security awareness? For the first is protecting your sensitive information. For the second is protecting your personal information. For the third is protecting your keystroke to obtain password from a thief. That's why we have to know about security awareness.
You deserve it, baby, you deserve it all. And I'm gonna give this to you. Gold jewelry, shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on me.
Hello guys, what are you doing? We're looking at how a microchip looks like in electronics.
What is a microchip?
A microchip is a very small piece of silicon inside a computer. It was electronic circuit on its end can hold larger quantities of information or perform mathematical and logical operations. A microchip is also known as an integrated circuit (IC). The integrated circuit was an improvement from the vacuum tube and transistor. The integrated circuit did not burn out as it also allowed viruses to interconnect on silicon wafers and perform different tasks.
Wow! It really needs to be used to make it easier to work on electronics.
Silicon, a main ingredient in sand, is capable of either conducting electricity or containing it, which is what makes it an ideal material as a chip. Chip manufacturers add other metals such as aluminium, copper, and gold to enhance the chip's capabilities. Many microchips are only 2 to 3 mm square and a couple of millimeters wide. The actual circuit design is drawn onto the chips using ultraviolet light with a stencil or marks as a guide. Afterwards, wiring and transistor components are built onto the design.
Then what is the function of the microchip?
The integrated circuit began as a controller switch that performed specific tasks. The integrated circuit could be used in traffic lights, radios, or meters to turn the device on or off. The parts of an integrated circuit are the transistor that acts like an on and off switch. The resistor which controls the electricity current that the parts of an integrated circuit are the transistor that acts like an on and off switch. The resistor which controls the electricity current that moves back and forth between transistors. The capacitor which collected and releases electricity, and the oleodat which stops the flow of electricity.
Wow, very profitable. Then, how the microchip feature?
Yes, of course.
Well, let's learn more about this microchip.
Okay, I want to join you guys.
Yes, me too. Okay, thanks for the info, guys.
The first microchip was invented in 1974. Since that time, processing capabilities continue to increase at an exponential rate. Microchips are the brains of every electronic device in existence, from watches to calculators to satellites to computers. These small chips account for the conveniences that make so many tasks easier. Microchips are integrated circuits that have been etched onto silicon chips or wafers. The integrated circuits transfers electric currents or signals which are then converted into instructions by a receiving device. The silicon content of the chip, together with wires and transistors, create a highly conducive environment for a transferring electricity. Microchips are made by etching an electronic circuit into a bit of silicon the size of a grain of rice. This tiny device can hold computer memory and processors or be used to conduct electricity. You almost certainly use things that contain microchips just about every day, including calculators, bank ATMs, certain ID cards, cell phones, and televisions. The word microchip was coined in the 1970s from micro, small, and the electronic DRAM chips. In July, Intel developed the microchip Intel Core Duo that runs on less energy, has longer battery life, and better performance. In February, scientists at Rice University developed a microchip to save energy. So instead of checking your cell phone within 5 to 7 days, you can charge your phone within hours.
instead of doctors using a computer to detect sensor. Microchips are being used to detect sensor at a faster pace in patients. Scientists at the University of Toronto have used a microchip to detect the type of sensor and the progression of the sensor. Patients can be told of their prognosis within hours instead of waiting days for lab results.
Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.